On the runway, a Boeing 747 was fully prepared for takeoff amidst thick fog. The pilot pushed the thrust levers forward, turned on the headlights, and the aircraft had already crossed takeoff speed, a point of no return. But at that very moment, a shadow emerged through the fog. It was another Boeing 747, positioned just a few meters away on the same runway but facing the opposite direction. What happened next is almost unimaginable. The question remains, how did things escalate to this point? What was the air traffic controller doing? And what small mistake led to the deadliest aviation disaster in history? This tragic incident occurred at Tenerife Airport in Spain's Canary Islands, remembered today as the Tenerife Airport disaster. On March 26, 1977, Pan Am Flight 1736, a Boeing 747 jumbo jet, took off from Los Angeles Airport. It was scheduled to land in New York to pick up more passengers before its final destination, Las Palmas in the Canary Islands. This was a chartered flight, fully booked with mostly elderly passengers planning to enjoy a cruise in Las Palmas. Las Palmas, the capital of the Canary Islands, is located about 100 kilometers off the coast of Morocco. Famous for its tropical weather, the islands were also experiencing political tensions in 1977. A group called MPIAC was fighting for the Canary Islands' independence from Spain, often resorting to violence. As Pan Am Flight 1736 approached Las Palmas, two men left a bag with a timed bomb near a flower shop at the airport terminal. At 1 p.m., a phone call claimed responsibility on behalf of MPIAC, warning of an explosion in 15 minutes. Authorities evacuated the airport just in time. 15 minutes later, a massive blast damaged the terminal's roof. All flights were suspended, and incoming planes were diverted, including KLM Flight 4805 from Amsterdam, also a Boeing 747 heading to Las Palmas. With Las Palmas closed, both Pan Am 1736 and KLM 4805 were redirected to Tenerife Airport, a small, mountainous airfield with frequent fog due to its proximity to the Atlantic Ocean. Visibility was fine when they landed, but soon, thick fog reduced it drastically, sometimes to just 300 meters. Passengers were allowed to disembark to freshen up. Meanwhile, KLM decided to refuel to save time once Las Palmas reopened. But just as refueling began, Las Palmas reopened. Both flights prepared for departure, but KLM's refueling blocked the taxiway. Tenerife Airport had only one runway, one taxiway, and a small apron. The sudden congestion was unusual, especially with multiple jumbo jets. At 4:45 p.m., KLM finished refueling and was instructed to taxi to the runway's east end, make a 180 degrees turn, and prepare for takeoff. Pan Am was told to follow but exit at taxiway C3. Due to poor visibility, Pan Am missed C3 and continued down the runway. Meanwhile, KLM's captain, misunderstanding ATC instructions, began takeoff without clearance. As KLM accelerated, Pan Am's pilots suddenly saw headlights through the fog. KLM was charging toward them. They tried to turn, but it was too late. KLM's right engine tore through Pan Am's first-class section, ripping off the landing gear before crashing 150 meters away, erupting into a massive fireball. The aftermath: KLM 4805. All 248 passengers and crew died instantly. Pan Am 1736. Only 61 of 396 passengers survived, escaping through a hole in the fuselage. Rescue efforts were delayed due to the fog. In total, 583 lives were lost, the deadliest aviation accident in history. Investigators found a chain of errors, the bomb threat diverting flights, KLM's decision to refuel, blocking the taxiway, poor visibility and missing runway markings, KLM's captain taking off without clearance, despite his flight engineer's warning. The disaster led to major changes. Standardized ATC communication, e.g., cleared for takeoff versus standby. Mandatory runway radar systems. Improved runway markings and holding points. Today, Tenerife has two airports, the original northern airport, site of the disaster, and a newer southern airport with better visibility. The Tenerife disaster was a tragic lesson in aviation safety. If you found this video informative, like, share, and comment. Thanks for watching the Epic View TV. And stay tuned for more.